Yo, welcome back to Deep in the Bag podcast, man. Listen, man, I'm excited today, man. I'm here with my man, Gordon, man. What's
Yes,
good,
sir.
bro? What's good, man? Everybody, man, turn up. Man, turn up.
My guy.
Yes, man. Hey, listen. Let me tell y'all, bro. So y'all know how we like to start things, man. I always like to start things with just like how did we meet, man? How did we get to this point? Because I already tell y'all connections is very important.
Right.
When me and Gordon finally got the rap, right? It was just like his mindset, man. I could already tell he was different. We was talking about just like life and elevating out here in LA, and son had so many gems that I was like, oh yeah, he on his shit. I was like, I definitely gotta make sure I'm rapping with my man. So listen, like I always tell y'all, man, stay focused. Always keep your mind open to meeting people because that's really important. But this ain't about me. This about Gordon, man. So bring us up from the bottom, man. Like just so y'all know Gordon is a dancer. You know what I'm saying? Professional dancer, by the way, man. Hey, top of the line. So let's get right to it, man. Where you from?
I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit. Stand
Yeah.
up, man. Stand up, Detroit.
Go ahead.
How was it growing up in Detroit?
I mean, I was all over. I actually was born in Detroit, and then I moved around a lot. So I moved from Detroit to Georgia, from Georgia to Texas, Texas back to Detroit,
Okay.
and then from Detroit to LA now. So
Jeez. I mean,
I feel like I didn't super get to grow up there, but that still is just like home for me. That's home base.
Hey, I love to hear that. I love to hear that. Okay, so LA. I mean, we're going to get right to it there. LA, man. How long you been here?
I've been in LA, for 10 years now. 2013 is 2023 now. Shit.
Hey,
all right.
hey, listen, y'all. Listen, man.
Yeah.
10 years in LA, as a lot of people know, is huge because, like, LA is not an easy city to win in, man. If you can do 10 years here, that's big time. I mean, but tell me, am I wrong? You feel the same way, man? 10 years here? That's big time?
Yeah, I mean, I'm grateful for this 10 years here. It's like you have to really buckle down and figure out how bad you want to do what you want to do, and do you have to be here to do it? You know what I mean? So I feel like I had that, that hit me like, okay, I think to do what I want to do at the level I want to do it at, I think I need to be here a little longer. I had a little moment, like 4 years in.
Okay.
I had a moment of just like, this might not be it. You know what I mean?
Oh, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Oh, we're going to listen. I know they want to hear it. They want to hear it. So,
Well,
first
yeah.
of all, how did you, I know you said you bounced around, and that's how you got to LA. But, like, was it, in this bounce around, was it something that brought you here, or did life just bring you to LA?
I mean, I had a whole random thing happen. My washing machine broke down. I had to go to a laundromat, and long story short, this laundromat was next to a dance studio in Michigan.
Ooh.
And I met some dudes there, got involved, and started taking classes, ballet and contemporary stuff that I was just a hip hop dancer doing
Okay.
one of these at the school dance, and then that place helped me take it to the next level and introduced me to some people that ultimately sparked another passion, another desire in dance, the next level of it. Oh, there's a way you can do it, and earn a living. Okay.
And that was the game changer. That was
Facts.
when you knew. That's when you knew. Okay, so dance is what brought you to LA. So you first touched down in LA. Like what part were you in? Like how was that? Like you first land here?
Yeah, I landed in North Hollywood, and how was that? How did that go? I came with like a friend who moved here prior, like a year prior, and I just came, moved in with him, and just really got straight to it. Just wanted to take a bunch of class, and just wanted to just hop straight into class. I bought there's a studio called, it was Movement Lifestyle. It was like, long story, man, my heart to that place. But yeah, dude, I just bought the class pass, boom, in there every day.
That's
3-4 times a day taking classes. I just got some training.
That is the definition of locked in, man. My man touched down. He was at the studio in Michigan, man. Had some people put him on. The next thing you know, he just like, oh no, I gotta get to LA and I gotta make this happen. Okay, so you taking your dance classes, right? You starting out, you got your class pass, you crushing all that. Like, did at that moment you knew you wanted to be a professional dancer?
Well, yeah. So for me, how I went is, there's a lot of a lot of things you can do in dance for a
Put us on game. Put
profession
us on
or a
game.
profession. You can so many. You could take the commercial route, that the industry route. You want to go on tour. You want to or do TV and film. Or you can teach. And this is what I want to do. I want to teach. I saw there was a popular dancer back when I first moved. His name's Ian Eastwood. He still is pretty big. But he's the one who kind of inspired me. Like, oh, I was flying out to Chicago or driving from Michigan to Chicago, take his class, and there's just so many people. He's putting on these crazy workshops, and I was just like, wow, this many people want to come here and just learn from you, and it was just like something. It was new to me, so I was like kind of inspired by that. I want to do that.
Okay.
And then all my favorite teachers and all the training was in LA. That's what got me there. So then I was like, I think I want to be a teacher. I want to teach. I want to be a popular teacher and blow up on YouTube. That was like,
okay, that was the dream.
How that wanted to. Okay. That's how that went down up in here, like initially.
Okay, and then what? Okay, so now you chasing after being a teacher. Did something shift? Because you said initially, did something shift along the way that where you just was like,
well, you make yourself available. So I'm taking all these classes and I'm meeting all these people, and you run into some choreographers, and I start seeing, there. How do I put it? The order of it was just like someone asking me like, "Hey, do you have an agent?" I'm like, "An agent." Well, I'm like, what you talking about? I'm telling you, I'm really oblivious at this point. I just want to do YouTube. So if somebody's like, oh yeah, you got an agent? And I'm like, no, okay. Fast forward, now I'm auditioning for agencies. And I'm seeing why do I need agent? And, these award shows you want to work, in the industry. Agents going to help me get that kind of work. Commercial work. So I'm auditioning, and my last audition for Block Talent Agency is the one I booked, and then boom, they introduced me to this commercial world. Now I'm going to auditions for, so it's just happening organically. I just was taking class and just met that person, and then you meet this person, and so on and so forth. You know how it goes.
Your community is so important, especially out here in LA. And I personally think that's amazing that initially you saw yourself as just like you wanted to be the biggest thing on YouTube.
Facts.
But as you started learning more and gaining more knowledge just about the industry in general, you start realizing like, wait, there's so many more avenues that I can kill it at.
Right.
So like, why would I turn around and just stop there at this moment?
Right.
You knew you had way more in the tank.
Yeah. I was just first to LA. I've been there like, I think it was like 7 or 8 months in. I got signed to the agency, and it was just like, oh, like what else? You know what I mean? It's a whole new planet over here, like a whole new thing. I'm just exploring at this point. Like you sending me. I remember my very first audition was a Kmart audition, dog.
Okay.
I don't even got Kmart in America right now, but I don't think. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I'm with you.
But yeah. So I do that, and I booked it. And and it was like, and I just had so much fun. Crafties, what's this? Like, I'm just experiencing what it's like to be on set and what that is, and and I'm just like, wow, what else is there? Like, so
let's stay there real quick. Your first time on set, how was it? How'd you feel?
That was fun, man. Like I said, the way you get treated, like for that specific job, I was like a principal, so.
It was a good feeling.
It was just great, man. You show up, everybody taking care of you. You get a little trailer, you get a little food and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you're just doing what you do already at home, like dancing. So I had a great time, and it made me excited to like, okay, let's improve my chances of getting more of this. What do I need? Agents, they want the headshots. They want what are the classes? Who's this casting director? Who's that? And all these types of things. And so I just like fell down a little bit of a rabbit hole of just figuring out what the industry was. Yeah. It's like 2013 or 2014 at that time. And I'm like,
Man, listen. Gordon just dropped a gem, and I don't want y'all to miss it, man, because as you all see, just with his journey so far, he even saw that, like, man, the entire industry was just much bigger. And so, man, he decided to, like, challenge himself and push himself into those places to be able to, like, succeed at where he at now. And thinking of that, though, mindset, though, Gordon. So you get out to L.A., You now book your first commercial, Kmart. Boom. What is your mindset at that point of like why you gotta make it happen? Was it just that you felt like you was that good? Did you feel like you actually worked hard? Was you disciplined? Like, I guess, what was just your mindset in general?
I mean, I think if I'm keeping it a buck with you, like I was 19 at the time, so my mindset wasn't where it is now. I just was excited,
Okay.
and I rode with the excitement of a newfound thing, of a branch, if you will, of
Yes.
what I was already doing, of what I could accomplish with whatever talent I had at that time. Like I was just excited, like that this was something that was possible, and I think if you're first time moving to LA, and I think the second you hit that one thing that's in that direction, let's just say podcast, right? Like if you want to do more of these, like, and they get bigger, let's just say that one client that you've been wanting to interview, it does it. It just gets you more hype
Yes.
to just like make sure that you invest into the newest gear, whatever it is for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like,
I know exactly where you at. So now,
Yeah.
this is, so like you said though, this was 10 years ago. So it's been 10 years since then.
Yeah.
How do you feel like the industry has changed?
oh, what? Yes, a lot.
If you had, what would you say more from just, and I know you could probably go through all the details, would you say this from a competition point? Would you say this from an expectation? But I guess, how would you say it's changed if you had to just...
Overall and generally speaking,
Yes.
I noticed that just the way you maneuver is just a little different. And again, I'm aging through this. I'm literally growing up through this industry. I'm 19. I'm 29, and so those are two different people.
And
you know
I
what
can
I mean?
tell you, and I can say, just on you saying the changes, like, as a lot of y'all know, we done already talked about this 100 times. I got to LA, probably 9 months now. And I can tell y'all, even from my time being here from an acting standpoint, is like how it went from everything was in person to now self-tapes. So I'm sure in the dance world, it went from, is it the same concept in person?
Yeah. No, the industry in general is doing more self-tapes, COVID and stuff. So that was a big shift. That was like a big obvious shift. And dance, I just feel like speaking on dance, it just moves quickly. There's every season, every new year, there's a new group of dancers that's coming in town. There's a new trend. Think about TikTok right now. Every couple months you get a new trend, right? It's the Jersey stuff, the doom 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 doom.
And you on top of all that.
And so if you could see it on TikTok, imagine like in the community, like it is moving constantly in every style, in every aspect. It's always advancing, and it moves quick. So 10 years time, yes, it's moving. And the way you find yourself in that, like I said, I was growing up in the industry. I'm a kid. Like, I'm sorry, 19, for those who are 19 think you're grown, you're growing. You're not a child, but come on. You know what I'm saying?
I'm happy you dropping that.
Yeah.
Like, thinking of that. You know what? Actually, I want to pivot there right now. You found success so far. Can you talk about any of your wins you've gotten in the industry so far? Like,
yeah, I mean, some of my favorites. I'll list some of my favorites. I've done the Super Bowl twice.
Okay.
And I did the Weekend, and then I did this most recent one, which was with Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and all of them. That's just a fun gig, because this is one of the things you wanted to do.
Yes.
So like those two are like one of the top. I dance for, even currently right now, I dance for Gwen Stefani, and that's just like the most consistent. And she's kind. She's like so kind, and she treats us well. So I love that job. Yeah, like I did like commercial wise. I love the Toyota commercial I just recently did like a year ago. Yes. It's like, man, get in the commercial life, man. It's great.
No, hey, first of all, that's good for people to hear, because like it's one thing I feel for like people to just talk about it and talk about their dream aspiration, but you done definitely seen some success, which now brings me to my next question. What advice would you give for somebody just moving out here to LA, or just in general? They want to get in the dance world. They want to understand, like, what advice would you give them?
Be patient. Stick it out. Like, that's the biggest thing for me that I feel that I can see
Okay.
is like over these 10 years, it's just like I just stuck with it. It was a whole lot of uh, questioning and a whole lot of uncertainty. And a lot of times people just like, you just can't catch a break, you know, all kinds of things, whether it's financial or issues or just whatever relationship issue, whatever you're going through out here, like stick it out, man, and just keep it going. Like you're gonna, I'm a firm believer in, if you just keep seeking it, you will find success. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of your will to just stick with something. You know what I mean?
I love it.
Yeah.
No, because like I think something that happened in society, and you could probably speak on this too, is like with the trends and with everything else. So it's like a mix of everything I'm about to share together. It's like people fell victim to instant gratification, that everything can happen overnight. And so when it doesn't happen right away, they're just like, it's not meant for them. But that is not true at all.
No, it doesn't have to be. It could be true for you.
Ooh,
If you-
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? If you make it, you really have the power, you know. And I call that what you're talking about. Like I call that like the microwave. Like it just isn't as good as if you put it in the oven or the skillet or the crock pot. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's lit. Hey, oven your dreams, man. Don't try to microwave.
Don't try to microwave it, bro. Like it's not as good, man. It's quick. It's fast. Gets the job done for a moment. But you know what I'm saying? Like anything that lasts, anything that's like, you know, good, it's gonna take some time.
It's gonna Hey man, that was a gem, y'all. Hey, I hope y'all, especially everybody looking to like get into this industry and looking to do this, you like that's something to really recognize just how important that was just now. So, alright, what is next for you? You can go as far out as you want. You keep it as close as you want. Like, what is the next plan for yourself? Like, what do you want to accomplish for you?
Yeah, I mean, short term speaking, I'm working on acting. I'm segueing from dance into acting. Not forgetting about dance, not stop dancing, just adding on to it, you know what I mean? So just working on that, and then like long term, man, I'm looking to build like an avenue for myself where it's just, you know, you don't have to rely so much on other things and people to get you anywhere. In this industry, we're always waiting for the next email, the job, and I didn't get an audition, you know what I mean? So it's like, hey, how can I create this for myself, you know what I mean? And we have an amazing platform, social media. Like, you can hate it or you can look at it like it's extremely useful. You know, there's both. It has its negatives, it has its positives. But if you focus on the positive side of what social media is, you know, right now, I believe there's a lot of opportunity.
Yeah. I'm with you, by the way.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
To build something, you know?
No, for real. Like, and I'm happy you said that. Like, first of all, your dreams, I love where you're going with it. The segueing into the acting, because like all these things be connected. And it just brings out, and that's another thing a lot of y'all gonna learn if you come to LA, man. I call it the trifecta of the industry: dance, acting, singing.
Yeah,
singing, rapping. I'm including them together. So just call it music, dance, acting.
Music,
and
yeah.
It's like that's like usually the trifecta, man. I think the more of that you align yourself into, the more successful you'll be. But to pivot to your other point of just creating your own space, like social media, I think is definitely so prevalent right now that why would you not take advantage of it? Take yourself to that next level, like take control. And it's not even about, I'm going to try to phrase it like this. I'm going to say take control of your own destiny, but I don't really look at it like that. I just meant like, it's another way to just hold yourself accountable for your own success.
Absolutely. Like, you know, it is exactly what you just said, holding yourself accountable for your own success. Like, you have a lot of information, tools at your fingertips.
Mm-hmm.
And you can use it, you can sit on it and hate on it, or, you know, I'm not gonna say what people are doing, but just more so just saying like, hey, here's a tool, it's a tool. And, you know, I believe in a time where in a generation where we're so creative and so led by our art and our emotions, social media is a great outlet in which you can create and sustain yourself.
I love it.
From just that thing, you know?
I know, I love it. So, man, listen, Gordon, to send us out. It's going to catch you off guard, but I hope you're ready for it, man.
Okay.
Send us out. Do you have a motto for 2023, man? And I'm gonna pivot the question a little long to give you a second to think. So in 2022, we learned something about ourselves, whatever it was. You grew through your own personal experiences. Going into 2023, do you have a motto for yourself that you're living through for the year?
Man, a motto. I don't know if you can call it a motto, but the way I'm thinking this year is just to not let's see, how do I phrase it? Not to be afraid to start over, start fresh.
Ooh, hey,
Yeah.
hold on.
He hit the button.
Yo, that's actually pretty good though. Just don't be afraid. Just know
Yeah.
that like it's okay.
Yeah, if you got to start over, start over. It's like a game. It's like
Man,
try to level again.
honestly, yo, you just hit on something that I say that most people get stuck with. So what it's called is sunk loss fallacy, and what that is when people commit to something for a long period of time, they feel like they can't give it up, or they like gave up on all their dreams and all their aspirations, so they gotta cling on to it. They just like, I gotta see this through. Even if they
Right.
see it sinking, or it could be going the right way. Maybe you just see a way to make it bigger. They can't let it go. And so listening to what you're saying, just let me know you ain't gonna fall victim to that.
Nah, you might think you will or have, but it's just again I link that with what I said earlier, which is persevere, like keep going,
Yes.
stick with it. And sometimes sticking with it doesn't mean stay in the same spot. Like that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like stick with the aspiration, the goal, the love of what you're doing. And maybe instead of going right, go left. Like
Yeah.
try it in as many ways as you can until it hits. But that's what I'm saying. Keep trying, like, and that's where I'm at. Like starting this acting thing, I need to make sure it feels like a bit of a reset. I done accomplished so much, 10 years in dance, and I've done a lot of the things I wanted to do, and now I'm back square one, trying to create new things.
Yes.
Like, where am I? What am I doing? It's a whole industry I haven't tapped into, so,
Hey, man. Well, I'm
Yeah.
proud of you, man. And I thank you for coming on today, man, to
Hell
share
yeah.
your knowledge, man. Because I know you're going to definitely inspire a lot of people and even help people that's planning on coming here themselves, like just learn from you in that aspect. And so y'all already know Gordon information going to be at the bottom. Definitely follow him. Check him out, man. And yeah, I appreciate you, man.
Thanks for having me, dog.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.